Here's my 4th espresso shot of the day. Woo! Let's program! By the way, there's an actual goal. No vibe coding. I am not going to ask the AI for help. You guys will be my vibes. I will ask for help from chat. I'm just going to be coding today. That's it. And I'm going to code. I'm going to make a thing. Don't expect any fun or games. There's no jokes. I need to be out of here in like 3 hours tops. I will now give actual context for what we were doing today, and then we can do a prediction. Here is the plan. Make an app. It says UFO 50 tracker at the top. So UFO 50 is a game that I want to do something with on stream, and there are 50 games in UFO 50. So what I want to do is have all 50 of those game icons listed on an app, like a web app that I've made. If I click an app, it fills to like 50% completion, okay? And then if I click it twice, it shows 100% completion. And so I can have like a cool little visual of all the games I've completed and the status of it that anybody can go to. And I can even do collaborative stuff with other creators where all of us are collectively filling out certain games. Wouldn't that be so cool? This is worth web development learning. So I've spent the last like 2 weeks, a lot of free time, actually trying to learn the fundamentals of web development because I've never really dove into it.
Hey Doug, thank you for getting me through the hardest direction of my life, penis-wise.
And Texas Beach is paused again. We can do a prediction. Do you think that I beat stage 1 in under 50 minutes? Display all 50 games in a grid and you can click them. This is stage 1. That's my goal. I have to be able to click them. Will this be a 5-minute coding adventure? Ooh, it's heating up, dude. You know what we should do is background color is aqua. That is gonna look really nice. Let's see how... That looks pretty good, okay? You gotta admit, Doug, it looks like shit. Well, the first thing is that we gotta display 50 games. We need a grid. I feel like this should be fine with a width of 1,000 and a height of 750, and that should be fine. And then here we do min width, maybe, and min height. Save. Ah! Ah! Wow. I did it. Wait, this is supposed to say suck it doubters. I wrote that wrong. What we need each game image to do is to be a source, right? And the source is going to be UFO 50-game, and then we put the number of the game that it is. It grabs a specific game we look at. Oh my God, I'm amazing. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Doug's first web app completely done and working. You can't click anything, and they're on the left side for some reason. Is that low? Okay, they're over here. That kind of counts. Said, it needs work. Yeah, no shit, man. This looks like dog ass, and I get that. I'm going to BFR with you. I think this should be FR. 1 FR. And now I bet this is going to look really sick. Boom! Fucking yes! Wait, why is it way too big? Hold on. No, that is way too big. Hold on. No, that's wrong. Okay, this is good though. I didn't look at any help from chat, I don't think. Maybe there's one thing. You only had 49 showing. Technically, you are correct. What I was accidentally doing is setting everything to the wrong image by the index of 1. So there's actually no world in which the believers just won that. No, Doug did not do stage 1. This stage is about making it look decent. Not good, but decent, and I can click it, and it toggles between the dusty version and the good version.
Hey Doug, if you struggle with JavaScript, you can go to a site called chatgpt.com and it can just make the code for you.
No. I have to make at least one web app without AI, and then I will give myself permission to use AI. We are going to justify the content, which is the main axis, so in that, we want the items centered. Boom. And I think that's all we need to do, and now it should all be in the middle of the screen. Let's go. See? Worked perfectly. You know why programmers can't find jobs right now? It's because of me. They're giving me all the jobs. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. That is a joke, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know programming, I am doing, like, the most basic possible things right now. What if I know this is crazy. What if I remove the minimum height and minimum width of a game image? Will it just work? I think that's correct. Our grid is here. Each image has a size that is automatically set to the size of its grid square. Aha! Got it. That is, I do not think, very intuitive, but sure, that's fine. We'll take it. So the gap right now is 30 pixels. We're gapping too hard. And then we gap to 10 pixels, and that's looking nice. Now the grid can use viewport width. Wait, how do I do that? I haven't practiced that. I don't know how to do viewport stuff, so I actually need your help on this. It's just 1 VW. It's 100. Oh, 100. That makes more sense. Hold on. Hold your pogs. Oh, because it's filling the entire thing. I mean, I don't really want it to fill the entire... Oh, but look at that, though. Yeah, all right. Okay, all right, I see you. Width should probably be like 90% of the viewport, and height should be like 80. We're starting to cook with ass, and then these should still scale. Okay, all right. Do we want it to do this, or should it just width 100% height auto so that they don't scale? Oh, I get what you mean. So it will automatically keep the height so it's not stretching to the aspect ratio, yeah? Aha! Love that. So it's yeah, that kind of looks like shit. That kind of looks bad. I think it was better before, to be honest. What we need to do is say that for each image, I can click on it. And if I click on it, something happens. Let's keep this dead simple to start for the sake of my small, smooth brain. When we create the image here, we are going to add a click function. Is the single worst way to do this? Web devs a lot better if you use the tools that modern web devs use. Yeah, that's fair. I just like learning the basics. Hurry up. Oh, you're not winning the bet, by the way. Not even remotely close. The people who said I should just use React maybe are right. This is so bad. Just don't use jQuery. That's not... Right now, I want to learn the basics of jQuery. It's gonna be fine. I will try learning React at some point in the future. Wait, I was setting attribute here. Is that the problem? Oh my god, that was the problem. I'm so dumb. I do not like jQuery, is what I am learning. I'm sure there are more efficient ways of doing this, but as far as I can tell, I did it.
Hi Doug, just so you know my husband is yelling at your stream like a sports fan yelling to score a point. Thanks for entertaining him during his iPad time.
You're welcome. It has got to be infuriating watching me code if you are an actual programmer. That being said, quick self-defense here. One, as a reminder, I am new to this stuff. I literally am learning how to do this for the first time in the last, 2 weeks in my free time. Secondly, I am streaming. It is so much harder to stream this. You know what I would normally do is have the font, instead of look like this, I would have a whole bunch of windows that are, like simultaneous. I have 4 monitors. I would have different things on different monitors that I could reference, and I would sit for long periods of time thinking about what I would do before I just start writing a bunch of random bullshit. Trying to do this on stream makes it way, way shittier because I'm just trying to make things happen all the time. And finally, most importantly, I'm kind of a dummy. All these are excuses why it's not actually my fault. This is kind of looking moderately okay, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of a website. Look, obviously, this is perfectly set up, and there are no flaws. And I think we're ready to ship. Keep the scroll bar going forever. How tall can you make a website? The height is currently 100% of the view height. Can I make that like 1,000? Does it just become really, really... What is the cap? Can it be 100,000? Wow, that's awesome. It's also killing the stream. I can see the bitrate like literally not being sent to Twitch. Put a secret at the bottom. It's killing my eyes. Your eyes are gonna be fine. The important thing is that there's a secret at the bottom. What is the secret? Don't spoil the secret. Yeah, you're right. We have our UFO 50 tracker app, and now what we're gonna do is add a server, and then you guys can all click on this as well. Oh my god. This is gonna be the server, and it's gonna be in Vercel, and the server. You can go to the actual website, and the website will send you the information. That's the next step. You can all go to this server and download this app, and this should, knock on wood, be really, really easy. After that, it would be we're adding a database over here to actually have shared data amongst everybody, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I guess first I need to post this to Git. All right, excellent. Summary. Made the app. Cool, publish that. It's published to GitHub. Now on Vercel, I'm gonna do this off screen, but we're gonna launch it on Vercel, connect it, add new, project. We're deploying.
Hey Doug, can we listen to that one song that goes like da 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 da, and then like da 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 da?
Oh, you mean this one? Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to announce that any single one of you can go to my new website. All you gotta do is click this link and watch into absolute beauty. Thanks for watching the stream, everybody. I did add the images to the server. Thank you very much. That is there. I don't know why. Change public images to just images. Where was that wrong? So even though in my project, the images are in /public/images, I can just put /images and it will still know where it is. Feels a little unintuitive, but okay. Cool. That's unintuitive to me.
Hi Doug, person whose husband is watching you like a sports game during his iPad time. Now he's showing me JavaScript with his website, so I guess the joke's on me. Frown.
You don't want to be mansplained to some JavaScript? Pretty fun. I mean, now, unironically, if you go to the website, it should work, I think. So, we have this app. The way it works is when you go to the website will just send you a copy of everything, and then you are playing with it locally. What you do is just local to you. Nothing is shared. So what we need to add now is a way for you to, every time you click one of these buttons, it sends it to the server, and the server is actually going to store that inside of a database. And when you go ask the website and you say, hey, I want to revisit the website, the server will first go to the database and get information about the state of all the games. So you'll load what everybody else is doing. So this is the part that's going to get a little funky. I have made a database. Okay, actual people who know stuff, tell me if any of this is wrong. Redis is a type of database. It is meant to just be super fast because it's in memory rather than like truly being stored on hardware. This would actually have like another row, which is the database would actually be here. And then this is the real database. This is Redis, which is basically a cache. When the server needs information, you first check the cache just so you can like quickly see if you already have an answer. And if you don't have the answer there, then you go ask your actual proper database. And then later on, you have logic to sync these. But in my case, I don't need this. We're just going to make a quick and dirty database. And then Redis via Upstash. So it's a type of database managed by Upstash, who is a company, and they're managing it in a way that I can treat it as just a functioning database. I want to use this rather than like some of the other solutions people are saying, because I think Redis via Upstash will work well for some of the other app ideas that I have for the future.
Hi Doug, person with a cheering husband on an iPad here. Just sending a final message because I believe in trilogies, and also he says you're right about the Upstash or something, I don't know. Anyways, bye Doug, enjoy your dinner later.
So you're saying person who may or may not know what they're talking about agrees with me, another person who may or may not know what they're talking about. That's 2 to 1, one being the entire rest of Twitch chat.
Hey, Doug, the website is really squished on mobile, will that be fixed? Okay, bye Doug, love you.
I think the least interesting part of web development to me is how do you make things work on different displays? God, I actually had to do this when I worked at EA. That was part of the thing. It wasn't sizes necessarily in the same way. It was different Android devices and making sure it all works. There are definitely various frameworks and such that allow you to do this a lot easier. Right now, I don't really know how that stuff works, so I'm putting it off and somebody else will deal with it. Someone else meaning me in the future. I can't do WebSockets because the server is Vercel, and Vercel isn't serverless. Which, by the way, very confusing name. My server, Vercel, is serverless. What that means is that it is a server, but only when I want it to be a server and not all the time. Makes complete sense. Why did they pick that name? What it actually means is that the server is only going to turn on when somebody asks something from it. Otherwise, it'll turn off. That way it saves me a bunch of time and money. It doesn't have to be running all the time. It only turns on if somebody specifically goes to the website and asks for something. And they call that serverless. It should be called sleepy servers. I don't know. It's terrible naming convention. So if you are using get and you are asking for the things, we are going to get all of the keys in the database. If there's none of them, we return them back and say there's none. This isn't even necessary. We can just return it regardless. And then on the client, you check if they're there, right? Isn't that like a lot cleaner? So we just try this. Excellent. Why is none of this running? Why is the indentation all off? Looks like dog butt. Why are the lines all different? Why is this is fine, right? We can all agree this is gonna work perfectly, right? My brain is breaking. In theory, this is gonna work first try, and then the app is done. We're good to go. Client isn't doing anything. Shit. This for sure is going to work. Okay, it immediately crashes. Why does it not like this? I feel like this should be totally chill. Everything is breaking now. Excellent.
Serverless, backend less, database less, perfection.
God damn it. No, it's still crashing.
Hi Doug, this is your friend. It's been 30 minutes. I'm just sitting here cuddly. At first I thought it was a funny joke, but you're still not here. You didn't even offer my a drink.
Sorry, Cleo. Hold on. I need to finish. I got a code. Getting the scores. Oh my God. Hold the fucking phone. If I click these bottom 4 and I refresh, it will load. If I click these and I refresh, it will do a new page and it pulls everything from the database. Every time you download this now, it will download first all the images from the server, it will pull them here, it will display them, and then it will ask for all of the images and their statuses, pull that from the database, pull it back into the server sends it here, and updates everything. I think it fucking works. You know what? Instead of testing it any further, fuck it, we ball. I commit to Git, I post to GitHub. Vercel immediately starts updating it. We look at the deployments. building right now. Commit, fuck it, we ball. Once commit is working, we go back to deployments, overview. Oh my God, it kind of works. Hold on. So now you guys should be able to change it. And then if I refresh, this is collectively all of us doing this simultaneously. I did it.